What's happening, comic fans? So it's long overdue that I've shown off some of what I've been picking up lately. Boom, most of this you should not have seen. There's a slim chance I might have shown some of this off. If I have, consider a rerun, and let's get into it. All right, fans, let's dive into a lot of stuff that I've been picking up lately. I'm still waiting on a couple of things, but this one I got some time ago. X-Men Fatal Attractions Omnibus. Again, have no idea if I've shown this off. Some things I've just had and it's been here. So Fatal Attractions, X-Men Fatal Attractions is probably my favorite, not probably, it is my favorite story in comic books. X-Men Fatal Attractions, so much of it. So when this omnibus was coming out, I knew I was getting this. And I'm pretty sure I got this from In Stock Trades. So I was originally going to get it from mycomicshop.com or DCBS, but then I just waited. And then I got it after its release. So that's why I said I'm pretty sure I got this from In Stock Trades. Could be wrong. The rest of this is all from eBay. A fat stack of single issues. ASM, we got some X-Men and Lone DC book. I'll start with that one. This just arrived the other day. World's Finest, $2.75. I've been reading some World's Finest on the DC Universe Infinite app. And for some, I don't know why I even started with World's Finest. I think I might have just come across some stories online and just got curious. So this is one that's not on there. There's a chunk of issues that are just not on there. So I wanted to read it. Like the story with Metropolis ablaze and Gotham City frozen. And they don't have it. So I was curious and was able to finally snag a copy. So yeah. And the rest is all Marvel. Now this one, I think I have a duplicate. So I have a lot of ASM Volume 2, which is a series I've been working on. And after, with this haul here, and I believe, with this haul here, I am just 5 issues away from completing that second volume of ASM. And the first set of books here are all duplicates. I just had to double check with the copies I have to make sure, to see, I'll keep the better condition one. So 31, got Peter there on chalkboard. And then 21, gotta throw some new bags and boards on some of these. So I took them out of there. 22 and 23 with this little insert page. I always, well, actually no, let's just add. But some of the other books around this time had these, and usually have other info in there. This issue just wasn't that. This is just add. And then the 100-page monster. Number 20. So I have a couple copies of this one. So this one is this is a duplicate because the other copy I have is just in better condition, but it's still a sharp looking copy. And then the rest of these are for sure keepers. So there's 24, very vibrant coloring on that. And then this kind of that's what I'm looking for. I don't even know what you'll call it, but 25, double-sized issue there, all shiny there. Yeah, like a goblin. And jump into some X-Men reprints. So working on this. So there's a few more. There's 68 with the Sentinels. So this is a reprint of, should be a reprint of 15. Or is it the first or second one? I don't remember if they did reprints of both of them. So it might just be the reprint of 14, which was the first appearance of the Sentinels. But of course, I always love some X-Men vs. Sentinel action. And then X-Men number 90. So this one one of these was a bit lower grade. Maybe it was that one. Yeah, it might have been this one. I don't know. But, so I was looking at a couple of these 3 specific issues on mycomicshop.com right around Free Comic Book Day. But, I ended up just, like, the price was like, I can find them cheaper. So I was able to find them all cheaper on eBay. So here is 90, or 88, I mean. And this is a reprint of number 40, I believe, which has X-Men vs. Frankenstein stat. And then jump back into some ASM. There's 28, the JR cover. I like that one. This is cool. And then jump up to 34, some more Campbell. So that's probably one of his better renditions of Spidey right there. And then 32, So a lot of stuff. We got Ezekiel, the spider totem stuff is all in this time period. And 27. Oh, what's going on with this one? Got Mary Jane walking out, cruising the city. 51. And here she is again. I think I got both of these together, 51 and 52. Spidey on the outside there, drinking some tea or some coffee or something. And then you got a couple of, for the current Ninja Turtle series, there's a couple of variants I was after, or that I had my eye on, and I was thinking, I don't know, they look sharp. Let me see if I'll go for them. So, first up, for number 3, got Leonardo, my favorite Ninja Turtle. This is by Lee Weeks. So, I was looking at this one. It just looked dope. So, I got both of these actually from the same seller. And then here's number 2. We got all 4 turtles there. It's just a cool-ass cover by Daikuron, who's an outstanding artist. Just love his style. So, when I saw this one, just everything about this cover just clicks. So, this is dope. And then back to Spidey. These were 2 of the last issues, most recent ones I got before this recording. 29. This was polybagged with the CD-ROM. It has a bunch of stuff from way back when. And then 30. We copied this one. I thought maybe I have a newsstand of this one. And then 33 with Ezekiel. Hanging outside, taking the buildings, doing spider stuff. You know how we get down. And then jump into this run for Wolverine, string of issues I got along with that 33 actually from the same seller. So the seller had just had a whole bunch of stuff, and I was looking at that one, and I looked through their other issues, as you do, and their other listings, and I saw these Wolverine issues, and we got Francis Lineal Yu on this, Chris Claremont, and of course some Sabretooth action. So it's a string of issues from 125. And Madam Viper, 126. Yeah. Sabretooth Triumphant, 127. And then last issue on that, 128. I believe it is a complete story arc. And I should have a copy of this one. Because I just remember this cover, seeing this cover art years ago, never knew where it came from. And eventually I realized it came from a Wolverine issue. And so that was years ago, and I realized that. And then sometime recently, I was able to track down a copy of that. But there's another copy that had it, and I just dropped offers on everything there. So what the hell? And then major surprise. Finally realized, while I was going through and realized I didn't have extras of all of these. So I have a set signed by Jim Lee, and then I thought I had at least a whole other set, but apparently I didn't, because nothing showed up on League of Comic Geeks. And so I don't know if some issues are just missing from there, or if I didn't count them into my inventory there. But so had to get them all. Got another set. X-Men number 1, 1991. Storm, Beast, Jean Grey, Archangel, and Professor X, and Satellite Gambit, Rogue, and Colossus. Cyclops, Wolverine, and Iceman. So I used to have this set framed right up here. But when I took them down to get signed, I just put them different frame back up. So with X-Men 200s. And of course, the Magneto cover, which I have 3 of now, unless I have the other original set, which I thought I did. So I could potentially have 4 of this one, because I picked up a copy at C2E2 of that one. And then also the special edition, which is the full gatefold cover of all of them with the kind of gray rocks back there. So yeah, had to get that. And last up, some books I picked up recently. And I did another copy of this one, Uncanny X-Men 268, Wolverine, Cap, and Black Widow, because my other copy is signed. I have this one by Jim Lee, so I just wanted another unsigned copy. So I was able to track down one. So looking through some of the books, as I talked about with some other books, or some other issues that I have signed, wanting signed copies, or wanting unsigned copies of. So the only copy so I don't have just one copy that's signed. So yeah, had to add that one. So yeah, that is that. Everything I picked up lately And still waiting for 2 more packages to show up. So you see all that stuff. Some DC stuff and then a Silver Age book. So yeah, nice little stack of singles. Omnibus featuring my favorite storyline with a bunch of other connected issues in there. I don't know if I fully showed off the covers. So there's 3 covers of this one. I thought this was dope. And it would have been cool if they chose the cover for Uncanny X-Men 304, which is my favorite single issue. But so be it. What's the inside of this look like again? I forgot. Oh yeah. So inside cover. And the blue there. And since I showed that off, I might as well show the other side off as well as the spine. So there's that. But yeah, so that is that. We got X-Men. We got ASM, one lone DC issue. We got some Wolverine in there. X-Men reprints. Some TMNT variants. Wolverine, as I said. So yeah, there's that. So yeah, a lot of stuff just been picking up. Some reader materials, some duplicates, some variant hunting, all that good stuff. So yeah, collecting, keep on rolling. That's how it goes. Always stuff out there. So yeah, share your thoughts and comments below. What you've been after, what you're picking up, what you have your eye on. Just running through the year, chugging along. Lots of good stuff on deck still for 2025. So yeah, that is that. Share your thoughts and comments below. Happy reading, happy hunting, happy collecting. I'm Gino, the Geno Talks Comics. Thanks for watching and peace out.